in the Panama City area, and these cats suffer so many hardships and illnesses, it's heartbreaking. Most are easily treated if caught in time.
Upper respiratory issues have been the biggest ones this year. This causes eye infections that may result in ruptured eyes and even blindness. We also see broken legs, resulting in disability and even amputation. A vision-impaired cat with limited mobility has a grim existence on the street.
Every day, Hillary and her team at Kibbles and Cover's Animal Welfare Group are on the front lines of the cat overpopulation issue. Your team has been an incredible asset to the community and a voice for the voiceless.
It is a constant battle. The message we need to get out there is to spay and neuter. Whether it be your pet or community stray, TNVR helps tremendously in many, many ways, overpopulation being number one.
Follow Hillary Slayton on Facebook and be a part of the solution to the feline overpopulation issue in Northwest Florida.
VLQ Point St. Joe, WGSX. Powered by Panama City Toyota.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Do you know who I am?
Live and local inside the J. Michael Studio.
People know me.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hot tub, I'm full of water. I stay hot tub, stay hot tub. I'm gonna get you hot tub. I'm gonna make it wet. Stay hot tub, rubber tub and hot tub, rubber tub and me. Chilling in the hot tub, yeah. Really make me sweat, yeah. Chilling in the hot tub, yeah. Really make me wet.
Well. Good morning. Welcome to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Man, we are now, what, 9 days?
9 days.
9 days away to the big man's game, Christmas vacation. Speaking of Christmas Vacation, that's a great movie, by the way. You got to watch that.
Yeah.
That's a tradition.
You're talking about the playoffs.
The playoffs, this Friday night, 7 o'clock on ABC, Alabama at Oklahoma. We got it all break down. We got a bracket everybody's going to fill out Friday because we won't be here. Our vacation starts the 19th. We're out when the kids are out. I'll be back when they get back. And we're going to do Friday, have these experts right here fill out their bracket, who's going to win, who's going to play for the national championship. Could it be a repeat? Indiana versus Ohio State. Could it be a repeat? Alabama versus Georgia. Could it be Oklahoma versus Ohio State? We don't know. But these two guys do. And they're going to tell us Friday who's going to play for the national championship. Cannot wait to that. Jason, you've been over in Lynn Haven City government. You see you stirring some problems up over there or not?
No.
That's not you?
Nope.
Jim, that's not you, is it?
Not me.
Wildcat, are you over in Lynn Haven? Can you get these people?
Take the Fifth Amendment on that one.
I see no evil. Yeah. Anyway, how you doing, buddy? Wildcat?
I'm doing good.
You look good.
Doing good.
You know,
Feeling good.
A nice sweater and you don't wear it. You know, I don't get that. What the hell?
I wore it yesterday.
Oh,
I
that's right.
got to wash it.
You did. Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah. Hey, how cold was it today compared to yesterday?
When I got in the truck this morning, of course, I lived like 13 miles inland. It was 26 degrees.
Wow.
I got down here into the parking lot, and it was 34 degrees. So,
compared to yesterday, what was which day? Yesterday or today?
Today is colder.
Jason said the same thing. I said it wasn't. Good job, Jason.
Well, it might be warmer on the beach. Who knows? But it just felt colder today.
No, y'all are right.
There's a little bit less wind, so it's colder today.
Yeah. Jim, how was Disney? Everything good down there?
Yeah, we had a good time.
And SeaWorld, I have not been there. Man, I don't know when the last time I've been there.
We had a good time at SeaWorld, too. We haven't been in a while either.
They haven't shut that place down yet. Jesus.
No, we used to go there. They used to give teachers like an annual pass or something. There'd be teachers.
Yeah, you got it. They still do that, I think. And you know, everybody's seen the Shamu show where Shamu splashes the water at everybody. Now, it was just as cold down there as it was here. It was probably like in the 50s at night. And they tell people, just like the definition of stupid, these people's pictures are in the words next to the word stupid in the dictionary. Don't sit in those first X amount of rows because you're liable to get wet. So, of course, you got these 6 jillion ton orca whales. And these kids got soaked.
It's like going to the Gallagher comedy show.
Good.
Like, what do you think?
Free Willy.
Yeah.
Free Willy.
It's
Ever
one
watch
thing,
that
like,
documentary and never go again, man? It's insane.
It's one thing in the summer when it's
They killed
95.
like 10 trainers throughout the world.
Winter, not so much.
The way they catch them, brutal. I mean, they send out these signals and have their children come into this like little area, and they start killing the parents and stealing the baby whales and stuff, and you can hear them screaming. It's brutal, terrible.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then we go to SeaWorld and pay for it.
They've killed like 10 trainers worldwide that are in captivity. Eventually, they just kill them. Exactly. Yeah. I don't feel sorry for them, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, that sounds
insane.
bad
They're
to say
such
that.
a smart animal, too. I mean, if you ever watch any documentaries on them and how they hunt and how they're
They're group
super
hunters.
smart.
I tell you what a smart sea creature is an octopus. I just watched a couple of days ago a documentary on octopus.
They do have egg.
Octopi. Is it octopi? Octopus? Puss?
Octopi.
You said it right the first time. We intimidated you. We were laughing and you get frazzled.
Frazzled.
Yeah.
Don't frazzle
They're like
me.
the definition
You
of
should
no
watch
life.
it. I mean, they're smart. They're smart.
So you're saying they're smarter than a killer whale?
Yes, they're smarter than you guys in there on the other side of the glass.
That's not
Hey,
hard.
much.
I'm telling you, they know how to fight. They know how to hide. They know how to hunt. They know how
Squirt. Yeah, I know what they
Oh
do.
my God!
Yeah.
Why did I get into this, Jim?
Hey, you
Why?
started it. You started it.
No, I'm
He started.
I'm
with
kind of
a
like
whale.
Jason, though. Seriously, when you think about it, I've been these places, and they just showed a bear. I don't know where we're at. And that bear looked like he'd been in that little bitty cave. Probably not as big as this room right here his whole life. You know, I hate when they do things to animals like that. I'm glad, you know what? I'm glad this thing here shut down.
I am too. I mean, if you watch the documentary, they swim like hundreds of miles a day, and they're in a little
bitty
thing that's like
thing.
maybe
Going round and
500
round,
yards, and
right.
they live their entire life there.
Right.
And then they get trained, and they go in there and they kill those people.
They're probably insane by now.
What they do is they'll because they could eat those people whole, but they'll drag them down to the bottom of the ocean and just drown them and make them suffer, and they'll let them up, and then they'll take them back down again. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Because you can tell it's intentional. It's not an accident.
Right.
They're lashing out. Like
We've gone back to Marlon Perkins time.
Yeah, we had a great one yesterday. You weren't here. We talked about the biggest great white captured or killed in the Gulf of America. And it was by 6 Cubans. And
Where was it caught?
in the Gulf of America. And the book...
Well, that narrows it down.
Hemingway heard of the story, and
Well, it
that
must have
way
been close
motivated
to
him to
Cuba.
write the book. The book that he wrote. And those 6 guys fought that thing forever. It weighed 7,000 pounds.
What?
Yes, 7,000 pounds. 1945.
Wow.
Happened back in 1940. I asked those guys, what's a date in history that we'll never forget? Something unbelievable happened. Wildcat, 1872, Grant took over. No, but it was the end of World War II. And that's the year they caught that shark. That happened. That really did. But anyway, hey, I'm kind of with you. I like SeaWorld, but then you start and think about the prisoners down there that we're watching and paying for it. Kind of, let's free Willie. Let's just free Willie.
so.
Let him go.
Free all the willies.
It was pretty upsetting to watch how they caught them. It
all
would be
the
different if they
octopi.
were raising them there and they were used to captivity, but they go out into the wild and they kill their parents.
I thought they were trying to stop all that too.
I did too. That's why I was surprised when he was talking about it, because I thought they did shut it down and shut down the orcas and stuff like that. But who knows if it makes money? They obviously make money off of it because there's many
I think
places.
the military is still training dolphins and killer whales too.
Yes.
Probably. They're
I
very
think
smart.
that's
There's a lot of
black
we're not supposed to talk
Surprised
about.
me.
Oh, we're not?
Remember what he said? Remember what he said?
What?
That's why I have a lock on the door.
They're probably going to kill you. Yeah, I knew he can't keep his mouth shut. They told us we could not talk about these things.
Okay. Well,
That's Smitty, John Smitty.
I thought, no, that's Coach James.
It's the white
Hale
truck,
show.
not the black Jeep.
Hey, we want to thank everybody for listening. Yesterday, I couldn't believe how many times the phone rang
Oh, my
to get
gosh.
this giveaway that we're doing. What we're doing, But go ahead and tell them what we're doing.
Okay,
Jason and Jim don't even know. Tell them.
Oh, they don't? Well, we're having, I guess, a Christmas gift / listener appreciation giveaway. And what we're going to do now, yesterday we did it about 8:30. What time do you want to do it today, Coach?
You pick it. You tell me.
7:45.
7:45.
Let's just be difficult.
7:45.
At 7:45, we're going to give you the opportunity to win some super Christmas gifts. Gift card from the Boot Store, membership Anytime Fitness, Golf Plus is going to give us some balls, and Buffalo Rock is going to stop that, Coach. And Buffalo Rock is going to give us, I don't know what we're getting from Buffalo Rock.
I would probably think Pepsi products. Well, just me.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know how many. And then a $50 gift certificate from Perugia Italian restaurant.
Baby.
Right here in Panama City.
And everybody's asking, is Jason Kowaleski included in this? We don't know. We're talking to him. We're going to probably, all you ladies out there.
Trying to sell me?
Well, I want to make money. I get 10%. I get 10%. Yeah. Susan Lane won it yesterday, and her husband.
Les and Susan Lane. Les and Susan Lane.
Was it Les or Susan? Oh, Les. Yeah, Les and Susan.
Les and Susan.
They're from Columbus, Mississippi? Georgia. Columbus, Georgia. Yeah, big Bulldogs. They love Kirby Smart. Wonderful people. We appreciate them listening. Appreciate them calling in. And they were actually, the 10th or 11th caller?
They were the 10th caller. That's what we'll do is we'll take the 10th caller. But there must have been, the phone rang for a good 15 minutes after that. So, It was crazy. It was absolutely
crazy. We need the people's caller to call us right now. And bless his heart, he's going through some difficult times right now.
Again?
Yes, he is. Oh, real quick, Richard Sanders. I love Richard Sanders. The guy's a legend here in Bay County. Without him, we wouldn't have the great things we have. He's brought so much money into Bay County. And I got to give credit to a lot of people bringing him in here. Mike Thomas was probably one of the main reasons he's here. Mike Thomas is a former mayor, former city commissioner. I love Mike Thomas. And he got Richard down here. When they hired him, came down here, he had a vision. And he brings all these sports teams down here that don't rob us. They don't go to Walmart and steal and shoot us and things like that. He brings in great people, great families that enjoy Panama City Beach. And we're talking soccer teams. We're talking softball, baseball, you name it, we have it. He's at Publix Park. And his last official day, I heard it's between him and Jason Kowaleski. And since Richard was retiring, they gave this honor to Richard Sanders. And Jason, not anything against you. I think he really deserves this. You do too, but he really deserves it.
He deserves it.
Yeah, his last day will be December 31st. It's going to be the beach ball drop. He will be the honorary ball dropper. So we're really proud of that. He can drop balls pretty well. And that's going to be fun. That's a big deal here in Panama City Beach. Brings a lot of people down here on December 31st. Just be careful.
It's a cool idea, really.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Richard to get on the show, and when we get back, once he's retired, we'll get him back in here when we come back on the air in the first of the year. So, Richard, we love you. Congratulations on your retirement. Thank you for everything you've done for Bay County. I think he needs to be in the Bay County Athletic Hall of Fame. And I think they're going to put one on in Publix Park. I think they're going to build one there and do it there. He needs to be the first guy put in there because of the amount of what he's done for the county.
Just think of all the football and baseball talent that has
just
walked these streets.
Yeah.
Many. Well,
he brings them from all over the southeast to come down here and enjoy this beautiful place. Michigan Eddie, call us, man. All right, the latest on Michigan. We all know what's going on at Michigan. It's a complete mess.
There's messier.
Speak about that. I think it is going to get messier. I know it's going. They've hired now. Jim said something kind of made my radar go up. I'll wait till he gets back in here before I finish that.
So the guy that broke the Sharon was going to get fired like 3 weeks before this happened. Everybody kind of blew him off.
Maybe 3 months.
Yeah, well, it's been like 6 or 7 months, but he really started hammering us about 3 weeks ago. So he started sharing some stuff about releasing the stuff about Quorum and the LLC he was on with Stallions. I don't know if you remember that. The running back at the time was on an LLC where they're supposedly selling vacuum cleaners, which obviously was just a fake business with Connor Stallions, the guy that was at the center center of the sign gate. So he was saying, should I release this information because this makes corpsmen eligible? That would mean they could strip their title in all the games. He also talked about Harbaugh was involved in some foundations where they were, similar to the LSU situations where they're taking money for child advocacy programs, but they're funneling that to football players and stealing from the foundation. So this could get really ugly. One of the former ESPN reporters, Pablo Torres, I believe is his name, used to cover baseball a little bit over there. He's supposedly going to team up with Spiro and release all this information. I guess they accumulated the information illegally because you have to get consent. Say if we were sitting here, if I was recording you, so somebody
tell them.
Right, you have to give them the information that you're being recorded. So I guess a fan had recorded somebody that was in a meeting or something and has this information. It's pretty damning. He released it on a couple social media outlets, but they can't use it in court, so they're trying to figure out the legality if they can get Harbaugh in court.
Yeah, good luck with that.
It's going to be messy, man. This is that's why.
Hold your thoughts right there. We got to come back and talk about this. There are the coaches they're looking at. We all know DeBoer's on top of the list at Alabama. He came out of a PR statement, kind of they had to make him clarify what he's saying. I mean, he said something. They said, "Are you going to be the coach at Michigan? Are you going to be the coach at Alabama?" It finally made him say it, and which doesn't mean anything. Nick Saban, I will not be the Alabama coach. So we don't know.
He has an extension on his desk, doesn't he?
I hope not. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because I don't think we should do that. I don't. This is what the agents do to make them wealthy and their clients wealthy. Right. This is wrong. He hasn't, in my opinion, I would not give him an extension right now. I don't think he deserves an extension at Alabama right now. That's just my opinion. Everybody else might be saying, well, we got to keep him. I don't. If he wants to go to Michigan, let him go to Michigan. We do not need to sign him for a 10-year, $12 million contract. He's making about $10.2 million left. He has 6 years left on his contract. I don't think we should. Let's take a break. We'll come back into all this. And, Jim, it's something you said off the air I want to bring up, too, with everybody, this Michigan scandal. But there are other coaches in the SEC that Michigan's looking at, we think. I mean, I don't know what you can believe and not believe in these reports, but these are guys that usually know what they're talking about. Jason, let's start with Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Where are you located?
We're on 23rd Street in the Del Coronado Village. But we do have an event tonight with Anytime Fitness. They're going to open the gym for free again. It's 3 to 7. They'll have Never Defeated Wellness Recovery there. They do scraping. They do dry needling. They have this like cryo chamber like stick or something that helps like with inflammation. So you can go down there, try that out for free. You can sample out Max Fit products. They have a Taekwondo class demo from 5 to 6, and then they have a free Zumba class from 6 to 7. So that's Anytime Fitness today, 3 to 7. It's a big event, free for anybody. You don't have to have a membership. You can just come down. The Max Fit people will be down there as well. We can come say hey and just kind of hang out and check out the new facility.
Call us. All right, Max Fit Sports Nutrition. You want to look better, feel better. Jason Kowaleski. If you got a parent out there listening right now and their son and daughter are involved in sports, you want to give them an edge. Scholarship competition is the toughest it's ever been in human history time, I believe. They're not only going and competing against other high school players throughout the United States, but also college athletes. So anything you can do to give your son or daughter an edge, what to eat, what not to eat, how to work out, what you should be taking. This is a guy you want to talk to. He knows exactly what he's doing.
And high school kids, we're about to run a deal January 1st through the end of January. You spend $150 on products, you get a free meal plan, and usually those are $100 a month.
Dang, that's good.
We're going to try to work with the high school kids. We want to give them the knowledge of how to eat, when to eat it. So we're going to do those for free for the month of January to kind of establish that foundation for the high school kids.
You know, everybody is so busy with their lives.
Oh, 100%.
All these people. Now, you know, back in the day, the dad would work, and they figured out, wait a minute, we can screw these people out and make the mother work. We got to make them work. We can charge so much they have to work. Right. They've done that. Now they're going to have it where everybody in the entire family has to live in one house. Everybody has got to work just to survive. And it's called greed. But anyway, these people now that are working, taking their kids, and God bless these parents, their kids are involved in sports, dance, cheerleading, all those things. I got so much respect for them because that's the best thing for these kids, these young people. Keep them involved, keep them busy. But you're so busy, you don't have time to go cook a good, healthy meal. So everybody's going to these fast food restaurants, everybody's buying stuff out of a box, which all that's doing is giving us cancer down the road and heart attacks and everything else down the road, diabetes down the road. So with your meal plan, that was one of the greatest things out there. If you can afford it, or if you can figure out a way to do it, these meal plans, they deliver the food to you. You stick it in the microwave or stick it in the oven, you warm it. You got a good, healthy meal right there. That's one thing I don't think we talk enough about.
No, and that's been my fault. But Max Fit Meals is a great opportunity to buy pre-made meals by a chef. I mean, they have like bodybuilder lasagna, but it's made with healthy cheese, lower fat, noodles. They have like lower fat, meat that they use. So these are really, really good meals. And basically, you order on Friday, you pick them up on Monday for many of our drop-off locations. Anytime Fitness, my location at Max Fit on 23rd Street. You can order 10, 15, 20 for the week. Depends on how many you want. And
how many people got in the family?
Yeah, and if you have specific health needs, say you're diabetic or something, we can cater
everything there is so much healthier than going to a restaurant anywhere else. This is a great deal.
Well, you even have these chocolate balls, or like chocolate peanut butter balls that are for dessert, but they're made with honey, molasses. They're made with a protein, so they're like protein balls, but they're really, really good. So there's a little bit of everything. We have breakfast alternatives as well. Max Fit Meals anytime. We have an Instagram and Facebook page, and you can order directly off there.
Yeah, and gift cards for Christmas.
Yep, that's a good point too. Seriously, because everybody, these gift cards are the greatest thing in the world.
When you don't know what to give somebody health.
Yeah. Instead of hurting their feelings, like Glenn, we try to lead him the right way, and you give him a gift card like that. That kind of tells him without hurting his feelings.
Yeah.
Looks terrible.
Up, Glenn.
He comes to Max Fit. He got his couple products he gets.
Yeah.
He's in good shape, man.
All right, let's take a break. Give us a call. What time?
We'll do that at
7:45. If you'd like to give a great gift and we want to thank you again for listening to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We'll be right back.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Round one of the college football playoff starts Friday with the Alabama Crimson Tide facing the Oklahoma Sooners.
There's an interception. Down the sideline, he may go. Touchdown, Eli Bowen.
Alabama comes in favored by 1.5 points against Oklahoma, and we'll have kickoff at 7 right here on your spot for the college football playoffs.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Tuesday. For this afternoon and evening, clear skies and a high of 61 with a light breeze at 7 miles per hour out of the east-northeast. Tonight, some clouds with lows around 48. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with a light breeze and a temperature near 66. Moving into Thursday, about the same with a high of 69 and lightly sprinkling and mostly cloudy. This forecast is sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
For exciting college football, the best boiled seafood, and the most game day fun, it's Lone Star Boil House. Watch the games on their huge Jumbotron. Challenge your friends to beer pong, cornhole, and oversized Connect 4 in their new adult lounge. Lone Star Boil House is where the locals go for incredible wings, the best boiled seafood, and a new breakfast menu. Saturday and Sunday starting at 9. Crush the follow on Facebook to catch huge game day specials. Lone Star Boil House, 320 West 5th Street, downtown Panama City.
When it comes to building smart and roofing right, TK Vandy's is the name you can trust. They're your go-to for general contracting, design, build solutions, and top quality roofing. From concept to completion, they deliver excellence on time and on budget. Whether it's a custom build or a complex renovation, they've got you covered, literally. Call TK Vandy today and build something better together. TK Vandy, built with purpose, roofed with pride.
He's a beacon of light to many and an inspiration to all.
Winning.
The Coach James Hale Show, live from the J. Michaels Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. The Michigan Search, there are coaches that we hear they're looking at. Kenny Dillingham, Arizona State. He just got I'll talk about this in a minute. The other one's Washington's head football coach, Missouri's head football coach, Alabama's head football coach, just to mention some of the people they're looking at to take over what I consider one of the greatest jobs in all of college football. They got plenty of money, NIL money. They can do anything they want.
They've done a pretty good job of that, doing whatever the hell they want. They got that down.
And they don't get in trouble, so it's a great place to be. Okay, let's bring on somebody right here, right now. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Michigan is a cesspool. I've been lied to for 50 years. Michigan is just one big cover-up and scandal in all different sports and all different facets. The only thing good about Michigan is their engineering stuff and their medical school. And I'm not talking about the science stealing because everybody does in college football. I'm talking about the bigger stuff. What happened with Sharon Moore is ridiculous. And then you got volleyball scandal. You got coaches hacking into students. You had the baseball scandal back in the day. You had the hockey scandal just a couple years ago. Yeah, Google what really happened to Coach Gary Mueller in the bar fight, and the reason why he got in that bar fight because some assistant was having extramarital affairs with another coach's wife.
Good God.
And that said, graduate assistant or assistant coach went on to be an SEC national title coach, who then left that coaching job and went to a Big 12 school and subsequently got fired from that school.
Must be talking about
so you just figure out who I'm talking about.
Les Miles.
Wow. I did not know that.
Yeah. That was pretty well.
That's what really happened. Coach Gary Mueller was an upstanding man, and he got into a fight in Birmingham, Michigan because of some shenanigans that that individual was doing.
So was John Beeline, and they fired him or basically pushed him out. I mean,
well, they pushed Carr out too.
To me,
and I'll tell you one thing: I want to burn my Michigan diploma because it ain't worth crap.
No, you can't.
No, men don't define
no.
You guys
don't know.
Define Penn State fans. I mean,
for 50 years we've been lied to that we're leaders and best and live by integrity and all that. It's like, I didn't have to go to the Air Force Academy to know the honor code because my parents taught me that.
Yeah.
How does Ward Manuel have a job?
And what Michigan has led us to believe has been a crock of crap for decades.
Well, just recently,
and I don't know who would want that job. It's a mess. It is literally a cesspool up there in Ann Arbor. They think they're too good. That's why my best friends in the military are not Wolverines or Wolverine alumni. They're Buckeyes and Sparties because they're down for them. And I'm being honest with you, my goddaughter is in Canton, Ohio. Big Buckeye.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And one of my best friends is married to John Lucas's granddaughter. And they were up to Buckeyes for the ceremony when he got his number retired or statue, and he praised the Lord and all that about a month ago in Columbus. Yeah.
I think that half the problem is they can't clean house because the people that are making the decisions are the ones that have been entrenched in this for 20 years, like Ward Manuel, the president. I mean, they finally got rid of the president.
Still have a job?
I don't understand that because he knows where all the bodies are buried.
He's been one scandal after another. And it's like, he knows where Jimmy Hoffa's buried, bro. You know what I'm saying? you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. We got the deep state of the United States of America. There's a deep state in Michigan, bro. Seriously, they need to clean house.
Time out. I want to ask you something because Jim brought up a great point off air.
No, we don't want Eli Drinkwitz or Dillingham. They ain't going to fit.
They've hired, the university's come out and said they've
that's
hired.
A grift, man.
Okay, talk about that.
Firm. It's a grift.
Isn't it the search firm that investigated you and found nothing happened too?
So this is all just for show. That's what Jim said. He said this is just. Tell him what you said.
Well, the information I have heard on that law firm that they hired out of Chicago are all Michigan guys, which is fine. You're entitled to making a living. But the whole purpose of that whole investigation that supposedly they're putting out to come to the bottom of this is to find.
Nothing.
Find a reason, just cause, to get rid of Ward Manuel. That's what
he needs to go.
Well, of course he does. I agree. Yes.
If you look at the Juwan Howard situation, now we've seen Harbaugh, now we've seen Sharon Moore. They have plenty of reason.
Go back to Harbaugh. What he did. What's coming out now about Harbaugh?
Well, there's some stuff. This is if you can believe Spiro. Now, Spiro, just so everybody knows.
You're talking about the defrauding with the children's charities going to UMM Athletics?
Yeah, that's what
I mean, dude, I tell you, the more and more I learned, I knew he was always a unique individual.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I thought at least he had morals about his Christian faith and all that.
Not really.
Now I'm beginning to wonder about the Harbaugh family and their values, pal.
Yeah.
I really am.
So what do you think about him?
Again, I heard Spurrow is clickbait, like that LA idiot who was saying that Scooble's trade to the Dodgers was imminent last week at the winter meetings, and he did the same thing about LeBron James 2 years ago.
So supposedly he's getting information from Ackerman, which you probably know. He's a Board of Regents member up there in Michigan. So supposedly he wants to get more Ward Manuel, so he's feeding him this information, having a little, because he has text messages with Ward Manuel with trying to get rid of Harbaugh back in the day. So this guy is on the Board of Regents at Michigan, but he's feeding them. Michigan State reported this information because they're trying to get rid of Ward Manuel for cause.
Eddie, what do you think about this?
They need to fire the Board of Regents too. I'll tell you right now. If you're Michigan alumni up in Ann Arbor listening to the Coach Hale show down in Panama City Beach, Michigan Eddie will be the AD of Michigan clean house to make it right again.
Bring in John Beilein. He was had a guy with integrity, had success. I mean, as much as
he never should have left for Cleveland.
Well, I think he saw the right
and then idiot Manuel sends our best baseball coach that got us the College World Series, Eric Bakich, didn't re-sign him. Then he went to Clemson.
Yeah,
he's a moron.
Eddie, what's your take on the theory that it had? There's two things. So let me finish. I know you're excited. You're worked up. But let me finish my two thoughts.
Well, I got a lot going on this morning besides this, but this is a good.
One theory is that had Michigan beaten Ohio State, then none of this crap with Sharon Moore would have come out. And also, what about them waiting until after signing day to get rid of them so the recruit they don't lose a recruit? So those are two theories that are out there a lot. So what's your take on that?
Well, since I know stuff about Michigan that I didn't know before, or I defended them, so I gave them the benefit of the doubt. I say yes and yes. They wouldn't have done crap if they beat Ohio State, and there was a timing. As Leroy Dressel Gibbs said, no such thing as coincidences. So, of course, they waited until after signing day. Right. But the thing is those kids now, since there's a coaching change, they can opt out, and Michigan is granting releases to the kids that signed the NIL.
They have to.
Due to that. They have to, because it's not right to the kids. You know, granted, you're supposed to commit to the school and all that, but you also commit to the coaches, too. So if you commit to, let's say, Coach Carr, then Rich Rock comes in who runs a different type of offense and you're a quarterback wide receiver, well, then you're kind of, you know what I mean? I mean, you got to be fair to all parties involved. You know what I mean? A lot
of Ohio State fans were mad at Heartline because he announced as soon as he took the job, the day of signing day, that he took the job, and people were like, "Why didn't you wait till after signing day?" Well, why would you screw over the kids that you have a relationship with and not lie to them? You know, and to me, that was kind of shady.
Mr. we got to take a break. You want to hold on?
Well, hold on. The NCAA needs to fix stuff, too, in their stupid calendar. That's what's causing all this mess,
you're right.
That's 100% true.
All right, let's talk about some of our people. Are you going to hang on?
I got to go. I got to go back in the waiting room, man. So, but thank you, guys.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, have a good day.
Missionary's being fair and balanced about this situation. His heart's broken, but you know what? This happens. Everybody has scandals. Nobody's perfect. You're going to go through life things.
Yeah, the
like
coaches administration don't define who you are. Like, we have love for Ohio State. I know a lot of Penn State fans. Whatever that happened there does not define them. I mean, there's good people at every school. It's just going to be very hard to clean house there because of the people that are entrenched in the power places are pretty much.
If you worry about this cold weather and your power bill's going to the roof right now because it's running, and it's not getting any warmer in your house, don't sit there. Don't throw money out the window. Call Stevenson Air Conditioning. Go with somebody local, somebody you can trust. The best at what they do, that's Stevenson Air Conditioning. You'll be glad you did. All they're going to do is come in and save you money. They'll come in, they'll service it, it'll run better, it's going to save you money on your power bill. They'll coach you up. They'll tell you what you need to do with your windows, your doors. They can show you where the air's getting lost, the heat's getting out of your house. They are incredible. They're the best at what they do. If you got an old one, get rid of it. Get you a brand new unit. Go Stevenson Air Conditioning. You'll be glad you did because it's going to pay for itself. Jason Kovaleski, his business, his house, Stevenson Air Conditioning. Chad Mitchell, myself, we all went with Stevenson Air Conditioning. The best thing we've ever done. The most honest, hardworking people out there. Locals taking care of locals. That's Stevenson Air Conditioning. I tell you something else local that's incredible. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. He is a living legend. The guy's incredible. Go check out those restaurants. Like a museum in there. Guns everywhere hanging from the ceiling, shotguns, pistols, boats, surfboards, money on the wall. It's unbelievable. You got to go see this place. It's like walking into a museum. The food's incredible. Ice cold beer. The legendary J. Michael's. If you're over in Lynn Haven, you got to go Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. They are the best Beef O'Brady's around, and the key word there is Lynn Haven Beef O'Brady's. Go check it out. Love Pat Pernell, the city commissioner over there, does a great job. All you people want to watch all these college playoff games. There's a bowl game tonight. Troy's playing Jacksonville State. 7 o'clock kickoff, I do believe, from Montgomery, Alabama. I'll talk more about that later. Go to Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven, watch the dang game. How many more days to Christmas? 9 days. You got 8 days to get ready.
Yep.
Go see Russ and Amber. Where are they at?
They're
what
at 830 Highway 77.
Where? When?
Listen,
Why?
do you need some money for?
I do.
You need money for
I do.
Christmas gifts?
Yes.
Then get some of your old gold and old silver and take it to David Adamson Designer Jewelry. They'll give you the best prices on a trade-in or trade it in on a brand new one-of-a-kind piece of jewelry. They'll clean and inspect your old jewelry for free. Just walk in there and say, hey, give this a good cleaning, give it an inspection, make sure it's not going to break anywhere. They'll do that for free. They'll treat you like a queen and king. And until Christmas, they are open on Saturdays from 10 until 2. We're talking about David Adamson Designer Jewelry, 830 Highway 77 in Haven.
7:45, our giveaway. What are we giving away on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida?
We're giving away a gift certificate from the Boot Store. Anytime Fitness membership. We're going to give away some high-end balls from Golf Plus and Buffalo Rock products, and a $50 gift certificate from Ferrucci's.
7:45. We're going to back up the FSU update to 7:45 also. Okay. Because I want to finish up with this Michigan report that I have with the people that are looking at. We'll come back and ask the experts what they think about this. We're listening to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Don't forget 7:45 to give away to celebrate you. Thank you so much for listening to our station, the legendary 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Your home for college football. ESPN Northwest Florida.
It's going to be the Troy Trojans versus the Jacksonville State Gamecocks in the Salute to Veterans Bowl tonight. Live from Montgomery, Alabama, we'll have coverage starting at 8. Can Troy's defense and recent solid performance overcome GSU's strong conference play and turnover margin? Listen live on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida and the ESPN Northwest Florida app.
Keep the adventure going this holiday season in a new Kia from Bill Bird Kia during the Season of New Tradition sales event. Bill Bird Kia is now offering 0.9% APR for up to 60 months, plus $1,000 bonus cash on the purchase of a new 2025 Kia Sorento or a new 25 Kia Telluride. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. Countdown to savings is going on now. Celebrate the season in style and drive away in a new Kia today. Bill Bird Kia is the home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by and see us at 2435 East 15th Street or anytime at BillBirdKiaPanamaCity.com. Offer from Kia Finance America for the purchase of a new 2025 Kia Sorento or event-specific new 2025 Telluride with $1,705 per month per $1,000 financed at 60 months. Quantities limited. $1,000 APR bonus is applied as down payment and no cash value cannot be combined with other finance offers. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. Offer for well-qualified buyers. Must take delivery from dealer stock through 1/2/26.
Hey, Dad, you've got a powerful role even if you're not the one doing the feeding. Breast milk gives your baby top-tier nutrition, immune protection, and antibodies that formula just can't. And the best part? Breast milk is free at 30A Lactation. Dads, your support matters. It strengthens mom and helps baby, and it brings you closer. Learn more ways to support your family's feeding plan. Schedule a consultation with 30A Lactation. Call now, 678-836-8962 for 30A Lactation.
College football isn't life and death. It's much more important than that. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Hey, you know what? Anybody can overcome. Michigan will be back one day. The NCAA is not going to do anything to them anyway, so it's a great job. These are the guys they're looking at. Arizona State, he's 35 years old. Kenny Dillingham, he was a former offensive coordinator at Memphis, Auburn, FSU, Oregon, head coach at Arizona State. He did a great job last year when he made him to the playoffs. But he is going to get ready to sign an extension, which is not going to stop Michigan if they really, truly want the guy, because they can afford to pay out the contract. I think he's making like $6 million a year with his new deal, so he's definitely would be in play if he wants to go to a big-time program and make big-time
Michigan
money.
could double that.
No, in a heartbeat.
$12 million would not be. That would be a.
What do y'all know? The Washington head coach, he played at Florida. He's been around. His name was brought up for the Florida job. He's already in the Big Ten, Washington, Michigan. I don't know if he would make that move or not. Drinkerich from Missouri, he's been talked about for the Florida job, LSU job, Auburn. His name came up all these jobs. His big deal that I think I can't remember what year it was, 2023, he had a really good year, but he won 11 games. He beat Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl. He's 46-28 at Missouri, and the SEC plays only 26-24. Now, he just signed a new deal. His salary bumps up to $10.7 million a year. Again, Michigan pay him $13.5 million if they choose to. They can do. They could.
They could, but I don't know if that would be smart. That would be getting in a DeBoer situation to me.
Yeah, and then Alabama's head football coach. Now, DeBoer is only making $10.2 million. He was asked this yesterday after practice. He's got 6 years left on his contract, $10.2 million. He's, I think, about eighth or 10th in the pay scale.
Right.
Now, when he got paid 2 years ago, he was up there, and it just shows you how things are happening in college football. Would he leave Alabama to go there? His right-hand man at Washington and at Alabama, and forgive me, I forgot his name.
Grubb.
No, I ain't talking about Grubb. This is not the GM, but something.
Oh, okay.
Something. And
behind the scenes guy.
He is a Michigan graduate. When Michigan was open before all this, before the Bama, he was interested in the Michigan job. Now, they asked him at practice. He did the political roundabout, talk about it. The kids are handling it well. We've discussed it. I made a statement. The same reporter, he jumps to another subject. The same reporter, before he let him out there, because I watched those Birmingham stations. Coach, are you going to be the coach at Alabama? Are you going to take the Michigan job? And he had to answer, I'm staying at Alabama.
Right.
But you could tell beforehand he could have said that right then. It didn't. Now, does this mean anything? Probably not. We don't know. Do you want to make a lot of money? Do you want a $3 million raise a year and go coach at Michigan? Or do you want to stay at Alabama? And I've given you all the reasons why you'd want to leave Alabama. And I will say this as an Alabama fan. We don't need to give him an extension. If this is exactly what Sexton does. If Michigan, he's behind all this stuff. He's the one talking to Michigan. He's the one talking to Alabama.
Right.
He makes more money every time one of his clients gets a raise. If I'm the athletic director of Alabama, and there's other fans that say, give him a bonus, we got to keep him. No, we don't. If he doesn't want to be there, let him go to Michigan. He doesn't deserve to get an extension.
And I think Alabama's in a unique spot where they may be able to upgrade from DeBoer. Like, Lane Kiffin could want to. Dan Lanning's out there. I mean, that's
There's
one
all
school
kind of thing.
that you don't have to overpay for a guy that really hasn't met their expectations, but he never will. He's never going to be Nick Saban.
No.
And I think that's one of the ends that Michigan may have with him, because no matter what he does, even if he wins one national title and misses the playoffs 3 times, they're still going to want to fire him. If he doesn't win 4 or 5 national titles, he'll never live up to it. That's why everybody says don't follow a legend, and now you're seeing the pressure that's involved, because a lot of fans, and you may be one of them included, probably wouldn't mind if he did go to Michigan right now.
I want to do what he wants to do. I don't blame the man if he goes to Michigan, because I've coached. I know.
Right.
I don't know what it's like what he's done, because nobody's ever followed. Bear Bryant, Ray Perkins last 4 years. He lasted 4 years. And the reason he lasted 4 years, he was the AD. Right. That's the only reason he lasted 4 years.
I don't know how good of a fit he is at Michigan. You got to run the football. Like
his offense at Michigan does not work.
That's what I'm thinking. And you're talking 20-degree weather for 4 months.
Throw
out
the
of
ball
season.
every play. Running backs never touch the ball.
I know that's their pie in the sky type candidate, but I'm
with you. I don't think his offense fits
great
there.
fit.
Yeah, I don't
even like defensively.
I don't like it in Alabama. I think we need to run the ball more.
Let's talk about expectations. Okay. If you go to Michigan, I'm going to be ugly here for a second. The expectation is you're going to win and you got to cheat to do it. Okay? Now, that's reality, people. That's reality. That's the only way they won a national championship, was cheating. You know it. I know it. The whole football playing universe knows that. So as long as you got that AD there,
Wildcat.
How can you run a clean program? And I don't know. DeBoer seems like an up-front guy. Seems like he's got some integrity. This is just me talking. How can you go to Michigan unless Ward Manuel and the whole administration is gone? They got to start from scratch. They got to have new. And is that going to happen? Probably not. I just don't know.
The problem is
that's just me.
They're in the same situation Florida was like last year. They have no president. I think it's a
they got an interim guy.
Yeah, they got an interim guy, so they technically can't. The Board of Regents could have fired Ward Manuel, but I don't think they have a guy in there that's making decisions that can go ahead and pull the trigger on that.
Right.
The problem is Ward Manuel has so many scandals, and we talked to Michigan Eddie, and he knows more about that than us. Hockey, basketball, with Juwan Howard punching the strength and conditioning coach and getting fired. I mean, there's so much stuff that's gone on over there, and we didn't even get to the tip of the iceberg with Harbaugh and some of the people on his staff. I mean,
I'm going to push back. That's one of the best jobs all across football.
I believe that. We talked about
I would take that job. I'd really go in with it being a mess than going like DeBoer going in with Alabama loaded and losing 4 games the first year. They hadn't done that in 17 years.
Well, I've said this off there. They may come out of this smelling better than before. I didn't think.
Look at NIL money. Who has more money than NIL money than Michigan if they want it?
If you put
let's take this call. Good morning,
Dillingham over there. I think.
Hey, it's me again.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta say something about something else I'm ticked off about. Diego Pavia is a punk, man. He was a feel-good story coming from New Mexico State, unrecruited, blah, 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 and led Vandy to heights that we haven't seen in a long time. Since,
ever.
Yeah, since Franklin, for the most part.
He finished second in the Heisman. What are you complaining about?
I mean, and then he throws it all away because he gets all liquored up like Peyton Manning with the stupid kicker. Now you got the stupid quarterback. He gets all liquored up, and then he just tarnishes his feel-good story. And you want to know something? It's been brought up that he's probably, if he was going to get drafted, now his draft stock is going to go down 2, 3, 4 rounds because they don't want to care.
I don't see him getting drafted.
He's the Timu version of.
How tall is he?
5'8".
Yeah, he's not getting drafted. Come on.
He's a Timu version of Johnny Manziel, and Johnny Manziel flamed out, so he's got very little chance. And that's his mentor, if you want to be honest. If you want to know why he's acting like an idiot, that's the reason, because he's being mentored by an idiot.
Yeah, I mean.
So he fit good at Michigan. Is that what y'all saying?
I doubt that.
No. From what I'm hearing, though, it was like maybe like if he didn't get drafted, it would be like 4th or later round or something like that. But now he's lucky to get drafted at all. Now, even if he wasn't going to get drafted,
there's a reason
he screwed up his story.
There's a reason he's petitioning for an 8th year in college. It's not because the NFL's beating down his door.
Yeah. True. Good point.
Well, let's take a break. When we get back, we got our update on FSU, and we'll know when you know who the next coach at Michigan is. We shall see. What are they waiting on?
Somebody say yes. I mean,
playoff Friday.
Maybe DeBoer, maybe Dillingham. Neither one have signed their extension. Until they do, they're probably going to keep the 2 lead candidates.
To be fair and balanced, I don't know if there's one on the table for DeBoer. I hope not. I hope there's not one.
I read from the Michigan side that they were working on an extension, and until that's signed, that's their number one target. And I think that's their fans' number one target.
Who's that?
DeBoer from Alabama. But he was Penn State. He was everybody that's open, and he didn't balk at it. He might be leveraging Alabama for a raise.
Yeah. You know that.
I heard
more my take.
Hey, hold on. I heard DeBoer's wife can't stand Tuscaloosa, and she spends more time back at UW because her daughter goes to UW than she does in Tuscaloosa. That's just a rumor that I'm hearing, too.
Yeah, and he said yesterday
DeBoer said he loves Alabama.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to believe. You never know.
You don't. We'll know here in a week or two. I think within 10 days we'll know something.
If he beats Oklahoma, they love it. If he doesn't, they probably won't.
And this extension, that's the reason the mess we're in now. The 80s panic and give a guy a big extension. Look at Florida State. You think they could go back and take that one away?
No, and that's the point I was going to make about Florida State. You can't react because there's people are going to overpay for coaches right now because there's very few that are successful.
And that's the worst thing they could do right now. People take these jobs.
Alabama act like
you know who Michigan should go after? Who can fix the program through chaos and turmoil?
P. Diddy.
No,
Jim
my
Tressel.
my buddy and friend from the Air Force Academy Prep School, Tony Elliott, UVA's head coach.
That'd be a nice one to bridge a gap. He's got integrity.
What about Whittingham dropping? We got to take a break.
Yeah, my bad.
Wildcats getting mad.
We get excited.
Bye, Michigan Eddie. All right, some of our great people. I've got so many of them. It's unbelievable. We're getting ready to talk about them in a second, though. Let's do this. Let's talk about Kyle Vandegrift. Listen to Kyle every Friday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. He comes from an unbelievable family, legendary family here in Bay County. But I tell you what, if you're looking for a roof, and all these insurance companies, they call you, they try to intimidate you. If you've got a call from them and you're panicking right now and you want a great roof and you want somebody who knows what they're doing with the paperwork, then make it where they don't drop your insurance. Call Kyle Vandegrift. It's TK Vandy Roofing General Contracting. They'll go step by step. They'll handle all the paperwork, and you'll be glad you went with them. Now, they just don't do roofs. They can do anything. They design, they build, commercial, residential. The guy can build anything out there. But if you're looking for a great roof, it's Vandy Roofing. No doubt about that. You're looking for your yard to look absolutely beautiful. Turfo Pest Control. Listen to Patrick every Monday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. You got bugs in the house eating the yard up. Call Patrick. They'll come out, put a game plan together. Your yard will look absolutely beautiful, and you will have no bugs in your house. Listen to Patrick every Monday on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Christmas is right around the corner. Steve's Bike Shop, you got plenty of time to go to one of those beautiful electrical bikes everybody's talking about. You don't have to spend all the money on a brand new one. Get a used one. They'll give you a deal on anything there. They're the best at what they do. They've only been in business since 1979. Talking about local, he's a swim coach at Mosley. The guy's incredible. Steve Bertishaw. Steve's Bike Shop on 23rd Street, right across the street from Sam's. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. FSU. Hell no, I wouldn't sign him.
ESPN Northwest Florida, the Paul Feinbaum Show.
Brian Bosworth, what makes the Oklahoma defense so difficult to deal with?
They're relentless. They are aggressive. They want to attack. They penetrate and force the offense to make moves on their side of the ball. That, along with the fact that we have got tremendous depth.
Paul Feinbaum, weeknights, 6 to 10 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Tuesday. For this afternoon and evening, clear skies and a high of 61 with a light breeze at 7 miles per hour out of the east-northeast. Tonight, some clouds with lows around 48. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with a light breeze and a temperature near 66. Moving into Thursday, about the same with a high of 69 and lightly sprinkling and mostly cloudy. This forecast is sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. You see that new welcome offer? Bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win. I think we got to jump on this.
What's John Daly think?
I think you got to grip it and rip it.
Grip it?
And rip it.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable and bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
With over 4 decades in business, Instant Replay Sports Cards is happy to take your collection to the next level. All new hobby boxes, signed memorabilia, and supplies. New and vintage cards and Pokemon. Buy, sell, and trade. They're an authorized source for Topps, Panini, Upper Deck, and Leaf cards. Instant Replay Sports Cards inside the Stanford Station on 23rd Street next to Academy Sports. Come see the bigger store and the larger inventory or visit online, instantReplaySportsCards.com.
The number one SEC call-in show is now twice as big. It's double the Paul Feinbaum Show. Weeknights starting at 6.
Okay, but also go faster.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Florida State. Woo! Hey, Michigan. FSU Update is brought to you by Newbies. Get out one of the 4 Newbies. Have a great time. The mothership, the best entertainment in Southeast, the brand new facility over in St. Andrews. Glenn Manley loves it. I do too. Newbies on the Curve, that's where you go watch all sporting events. We want to give back to the community right now. Give us a call. Last week was the 10th caller that won it. Give us a call. Tell them what they're going to win.
All right,
Merry Christmas.
Here's what you are going to win today. And if you've already won, or if you listen to the splits at the Blitz, at 4 to 6 Monday through Friday right here on ESPN Radio. If you've won one of theirs, then by all means, you can only win once, is my point I'm trying to make. But here's what you can win. Gift certificate from the Boot Store, Anytime Fitness. Golf Plus is going to give some high-end golf balls. Buffalo Rock products, and a $50 gift certificate from Ferrucci. And more.
Call right now.
Wait, there's more. Be caller number 10.
Call right now, 215-6290, and thank you again so much for listening. And when they do call, we want to talk to them.
Okay, you want me to interrupt you to talk to them?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll back this up and do this whenever.
All right,
Jimbo, FSU, I don't want Alabama to make the exact same mistake that Florida State did. Again, DeBoer, do not give him an extension. I wouldn't give him a raise. If you want to stay at Alabama, stay. If you want to go. We love you. Want you to stay. We're not going to be tied down by these job offers. What do you got for FSU?
We're talking about Florida State now.
Florida State, yes.
All right. Well, the first thing about Florida State, we'll get to football in a second here. Their women's soccer team won a national championship again for like the 5th time in
7 years.
Yeah, 7, 8 years. I haven't looked exact, but it's a lot.
Go Noles, baby.
Yeah, they're the real deal in soccer, kind of like the Arnold boys in soccer.
Yeah.
So congratulations to the Seminoles. They did a great job in women's soccer. I've got the 2026 Florida State's football schedule for next year. I don't have the dates. I just got it broke down by home and away. So let me tell you the home games first. They got New Mexico State at home. They've got Central Arkansas at home. Obviously, those are early season games.
2-0, we're back, baby.
Yeah. All right. They also have at home. They have Clemson.
Ooh.
And again, I don't have the dates on this. They got Clemson at home, Virginia at home. Those are 2 tough ones. They lost to both those this year. SMU, another one they lost to. North Carolina State, Florida. So their home schedule is pretty challenging.
We're not back, baby.
Yeah, maybe they're not back. Now, away, they're at Miami, at Louisville, at Pitt, at Boston College.
That's 3 of those are tough right there.
Yeah,
now.
so they've got a pretty tough schedule.
That they're probably going to be underdogs in right there.
Now, I don't know if anybody's talked about it. I just saw it myself last night, early this morning, when I was kind of looking up what to talk about. And it doesn't really pertain to Florida State per se. But how about our boy DJ Lagway at Florida going in the transfer portal? And, of course, the obvious jump is going, well, that's who Florida State should go after. Okay? So I don't know about the transfer portal. Florida State's transfer portal quarterbacks haven't been exactly home run hits. DJ was a complete strikeout. Castellanos was okay till he got hurt.
Right.
I don't know if they're going to go after Lagway. I don't know who they're going to go after. To me, if you go after him, you have to pay big bucks. And I don't think they're going to want to do that. They'll probably try to find some
LSU.
They'll probably try to find some Aldi's version, That's just me.
It's hard for me to envision him going to that Gus Malzahn office. I don't think his handlers want him running the football 20 times a game. Because
It'd be some school in Texas or LSU.
Yeah.
Is he that great? I mean, to me, he's the biggest disappointment. Probably because of injury.
Right.
Maybe injury, maybe not getting developed. Napier spent his whole career on the hot seat there, so you don't know how good the development was. Right. I mean, he's got some physical tools. Against 6'3", 230, roughly, can run a 4.5. I mean, he's got a cannon for an arm. So
hold your thoughts on that. Let's take what's important right now.
Yeah.
These wonderful people that listen to us and this wonderful caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Who is this?
Richard Sanders.
Oh, my God. Unbelievable. Yes, sir, baby. We got a legend on the phone right here, right now, guys. If you're listening on our radio, you need to pull over and listen to this guy. He is the reason we have so many great things in Bay County. Richard, we love you. Congratulations on your retirement. I don't like you retiring, though, be honest with you.
You know this. You know of this man.
Are you kidding me?
I see his phone number.
His last official act, they're honoring him. He's going to drop the ball at Pier Park on December 31st.
We were just talking about him this morning.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
He's a Georgia Tech. He loves Georgia Tech.
Smart guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Did you actually get your degree from Georgia Tech?
No, I went to Valdosta State, but I'm so old. Valdosta State didn't have a football team back then, so I went with Tech.
Yeah. Well, I got my degree from there. It's not a big deal. I got my master's in there. No big deal. As far as you know.
You can't spell master.
It sounds like it. You know what I say? This is the best sports comedy I've ever listened to.
Richard, be nice, man. What are you going to do with your free time? You going to come be on the show? You want to be a partner? You want to come here and do this with me?
I'll come in first of the year.
All right.
I'll bring Chris, because he's the future.
You know I've got this recorded, right?
He's going to have time to do it now.
Yeah.
He'll have time. I'm going to tell you what. I did it for 6 months. I was bored to death. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have anything to do. I was like, I got to do something. So retirement to me isn't that great of a deal. Now, some people love it, and like me, you've been busy your whole life. You might struggle with it. I'm not sure.
Well, I'm going to find out what my golf game is like now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. How you feeling? You feeling pretty good?
Yeah, feeling real good.
What's the most thing you're the most proud of that you've accomplished here in Bay County? Is it the public sports park? What one thing that kind of stands out?
I would say Publix is certainly one of my babies, and the indoor facility we're going to do is the other. But I really liked it when I came up with the idea to do the beach ball drop. It really changed everything in the destination, because from Labor Day to first of the year, there was nothing really going on.
Yeah.
And so we were able to build off of that into a great thing for the destination of bringing people in.
Just think how that's impacted Bay County. All the people that come there for this, stay at the hotels, eat the restaurants, they have a great time down here. That's turned out to be something huge.
Yep.
And I want you to give some love to Mike Thomas, our wonderful ex-mayor, city commissioner. Wasn't he one of the first guys that contacted you about coming down here?
A guy named Wayne Boyd, who was an educator, wanted me to come down. I used to send umpires down to his ball tournaments, and so he took me around town, and we went into Mike's diner and started talking sports. And he said, well, let me show you what we're going to do. And he brought out the blueprints for what Frank Brown Park is now. And so I was fortunate enough then, that's 1998, to have some input on what they were doing. And from there, it's just been 27 great years.
Unbelievable. I love Mike Thomas. That's a good man. That's a good man. Well, Richard, we're going to have you in here at the beginning of the year. We'll honor you also. And thank you for listening so much. I really appreciate you listening, and I'm glad you won the giveaway. And if there's anything else we can do for you, just let us know.
Hey, it's my job to keep you straight, brother.
All right, man. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for calling, buddy.
All right.
Bye-bye. Rich, man, what he has done for this county is unbelievable. He's the one that thought about the beach drop. This indoor practice facility we're going to have on Panama City Beach is going to be second to none. That's going to be something special. And I think they're going to start a Bay County Hall of Fame, Sports Hall of Fame. He should be the first one put in there.
I'm glad he said something about Wayne Boyd. Wayne Boyd was responsible for a lot of the baseball that happened around here. He was a great umpire. I mean, he had the local, I forget what, organization, baseball, but he had his own baseball little organization over there where they had a lot of guys that got developed over there. So he was one of my umpires when I was a youth. So he's pretty well known over in Lynn Haven in those areas, and build up a lot of the baseball culture that we see here in Bay County, and why some of these high schools are so successful over the years.
That's why, there. No doubt about 100%. That. With indoor practice facility coming in, all these sports are going to get better. You have bad days, they're going to open it up. You can go in there and practice, do the things you need to do, kind of like they do over in Lynn Haven.
Yeah.
So this is a big deal, and we love Richard. He is such a good man, good-hearted guy.
That's so cool. We were talking about him this morning.
And he answered.
And he was 10
There you go.
And all that shows up on my thing is a phone number. I don't know
wow, that's
from.
crazy. That's awesome. All right, let's talk about I love these guys. I love these doctors we have. Chad Mitchell, bless his heart, next year will be his 27th year in Bay County. Taking care of Bay County athletes. He's such a fine man. I love when he comes on here on Monday mornings. We have a great time. We've done it 10 years now. 10 years we've been together. Love Chad. Actually, we've been together since 2099, something like that. What a great man. The legendary doctor. If you get injured in any way, go see Chad Mitchell. You don't have to be a great athlete. Get injured, call, make an appointment. He'll check you out. People come from mile rounds and get operated on Chad. He's one of the first doctors ever trained robotic surgery. He's really going to get into that big time going forward. Also, another great doctor, another legend, Dr. Ward. The guy's incredible. You know, his sons and daughters are involved in sports here in the Panhandle, Florida. Guy's unbelievable. Graduated from Florida. 1 in 5 develop skin cancer. It can be deadly. All it takes is 5 minutes. You're listening right now throughout the Panhandle of Florida. Go see Dr. Ward. Don't put it off. Again, 5 minutes, all it takes to save your life. Listen to him every Wednesday at 7:30 right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. We get back, Alabama, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Read the headlines. You've seen the highlights.
Highway robbery!
But how about the unfiltered truth?
Steroid era, you can like it, love it, hate it, whatever. It's a baseball.
Since 2017, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida has been the undisputed leader for sports coverage on the Panhandle. If it matters in sports, it matters to us, and it matters to you. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Tuesday. For this afternoon and evening, clear skies and a high of 61 with a light breeze at 7 miles per hour out of the east-northeast. Tonight, some clouds with lows around 48. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with a light breeze and a temperature near 66. Moving into Thursday, about the same with a high of 69 and lightly sprinkling and mostly cloudy. This forecast is sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Northwest Florida's home for college football bowl games. WG's excellent name and WVLQ Port St. Joe.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Powered by Panama City Toyota.
You're going this holiday season in a new Kia from Bill Bird Kia during the Season of New Tradition sales event. Bill Bird Kia is now offering 0.9% APR for up to 60 months, plus $1,000 bonus cash on the purchase of a new 2025 Kia Sorento or a new 25 Kia Telluride. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. Countdown to savings is going on now. Celebrate the season in style and drive away in a new Kia today. Bill Bird Kia is the home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by and see us at 2435 East 15th Street or anytime at BillBirdKiaPanamaCity.com.
Offer from Kia Finance America for the purchase of a new 2025 Kia Sorento or VIN-specific new 2025 Telluride with $1,705 per month per $1,000 financed at 60 months. Quantities limited. $1,000 APR bonus is applied as down payment and no cash value cannot be combined with other finance offers. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty.
Offer for well-qualified buyers must take delivery from dealer stock through 1/2/26.
Looking to upgrade your truck? It's Blue Diamond Truck Accessories in Panama City. They sell, service, and install it all. Light kits, bed covers, bumpers, winches, lift kits, and any trailer hitch you can imagine. Blue Diamond Truck Accessories, just west of Frankfort Avenue on 15th Street. Find Blue Diamond Truck Accessories on Facebook or call 850-914-0265. Blue Diamond Truck Accessories, 850-914-0265.
We don't know what his problem is. But it's probably hard to pronounce and untreatable.
That don't feel so good.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local from the J. Michaels Studio. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Almost a War Eagle, absolutely marvelous. Alabama Updates brought to you by one of my favorite people, Stevenson Air Conditioning. Jason graduated from Mosley High School. He started this business on hard work, honesty, and not trying to take every penny out of your pocket. And that's the reason they've been so successful. People love them. If you ever dealt with them, that's the only company you'll go with is Stevenson Air Conditioning. The most honest, local, hard-working people out there. I see their trucks throughout Bay Point. If you have any problem day or night, call them. They'll be there for you. Get it serviced twice a year. Your power bill will go down. Your unit will last longer. If you got an old one and all it's doing is running, the power bill's going to the roof, you got to go with Stevenson Air Conditioning. Get a brand new one. It's going to save you money over a period of time. They come in. Not only they put a new brand new unit in, I got everything done. Lines, you name it, we did it, and we're glad we did. The best thing we've ever done. most honest people out there.
My electric bill last month was $145.
I'm telling you, Jason.
And it was been up to $400 before.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell everybody. You're going to save. It's a few things you can purchase will pay for itself over a period of time. You got to go local. You got to go Stevenson Air Condition. Again, you got to Owen. It's running. You buy Stevenson Air Condition, like Jason just pointed out, you save X amount of money every month on your power bill. And they come in and tell you what you need to do to make your house stay warmer in the winter, cooler in the summer. Do what they tell you, and you'll come out ahead. Stevenson Air Conditioning, number one. All right, Alabama. Again, we keep talking about the Florida State. I call it the Florida State mistake.
Yeah.
We all know they'd like to make a change to the coaching staff. His agent, Alabama, contacted Coach after they had gone 12-1 or whatever the record was, and that's when Saban had quit coaching at Alabama, and there was rumors that they would be interested in Florida State, which I think they were. And what did Florida State do? They gave him this big, long contract and all this money. What has he done since that time? He's won 5 games.
Yeah, and hasn't won a road game
7
in
games.
2 years on the SEC.
7 games he's won since that happened. And you're stuck paying that big bill, that long-term contract. And I like the board. I think their coaching staff did a great job with the amount of talent they had to work with this year. It's not a very talented football team compared to what we compare Alabama to.
They had a lot of injuries, too.
A lot of injuries, a lot of things happened. Now, there's no excuse for week 1, not being ready to play week 1. That's on the coaching staff. Right. I'm keeping it fair and balanced. But he's done a great job with what he had to work with. So I hope he stays. I hope he stays Alabama. But if he wants to go, I don't blame him a bit. And he's got to look at that job if they're going to pay him $3 million more a year. And I think it'd be a mistake for Alabama to give him an extension. If they want to pay him a little bit more money, you can do so, but do not add years onto his contract.
Where you can't add money is in the buyout. It's okay to pay him, say,
his buyout's only next year drops. It's $4 million now. Next year drops to $3 million.
And that's where Florida State's in a pickle. They owe him like $50 million if they fire him. I mean, these buyouts are outrageous, and that's where you can't.
No, this is if the board leaves.
Right, if he leaves on his own. If they fire him, then they owe him a lot more money, but because he's looking at another job. But that's where Norvell's kind of holding Florida State hostage right now, because there's no way they could fire him and pay him $52 million and then go out and hire a competent coach. So that's where I think the administrations and the ADs need to start, negotiating better on that side of things.
If they don't, this is only going to get worse.
Oh, 100%.
The agents are smart. They see what they're doing.
Yeah.
They pit each other against each other, and let's get more money. I say, you want to go, go. There's other coaches out there.
I think Sexton had 4 of the guys that ended up at all these SEC jobs. So
I think every one of them.
You want him, but we got him over here, so they're leveraging each other to make more money, and they all did.
Absolutely.
I just hope they don't do it. I really do.
Yeah.
Don't fall for that trap. It's Alabama. Come on, we can get somebody. It's
Lane ain't got no loyalty to anybody.
And I take him right now. I take Urban Meyer right now. And I take the guy at Georgia Tech. I think he does a good job. There's guys out there you can get.
I think Dillingham's a young rising star. At Arizona State, he really doesn't have the NIL to compete, but he took that team to a quarterfinal and almost beat Texas. I mean, if you're looking, he developed Bo Nix. Remember that year he had where he completed 76% of his passes? He was the offensive coordinator, quarterback coach there. He's super young, but I think he could recruit. And I think if you can find those new up-and-comers, that's where you're going to find some really good coaches, because there's just not a whole lot out there.
What's going on up in Tuscaloosa? They're back on the practice field. They were Cam Miller was out running with the first team, and he didn't have a different color jersey on. That is a great thing.
Yeah.
Now, let's see how he gets through practice this week. If we get him back, that definitely helps our running attack. I went back and watched that game. It was on the SEC Network. I watched that I watched the Alabama-Oklahoma game again. We doubled the yardage. We went up and down the field. You take away the turnovers, we could possibly have beaten them by 2 touchdowns.
Oh, 100%.
And the quarterback was involved in 3 of the turnovers. He's been involved every game since then in a key turnover. He has got to play well for Alabama to go up on the road. The weather's not going to be the issue. It's not going to be bad weather up there. I looked at it. He's got to perform a lot better. I don't know if he's lost confidence. Some people say he hurt his back and he's been playing injured. If that's true, get him out of the game. Give those backups an opportunity to play. Go with somebody healthy. So I'm not sure that's 100% true. If he was really, truly injured, I don't think he'd be playing.
No, not at that level. They got a 5-star kid that won the Elite 11 last year that's just sitting in the wings.
And again, at Oklahoma. Last time they played at Oklahoma, got embarrassed. I think it was 24-3. Couldn't do anything. So it's going to be an outstanding ball. If you want to get tickets to the game, I saw 2. They were going for $300 a piece. Was not that bad. They're upper deck. So if you want to go, there are tickets out there to get, and they're not that expensive like I thought they would be. That stadium's fairly small. I think it holds like 80,000, maybe smaller than that. But it's going to be electric. Can't wait. Friday, 7 o'clock, ABC, Alabama at Oklahoma. Now, just because we should have won a game in Tuscaloosa on a beautiful day afternoon and we gave it away doesn't mean that we're going to win and not do it again. Doesn't mean if we don't have the turnovers, we can possibly lose again. You go to the eye test, it's hard to put Alabama in the playoffs if you watch what they've done the last couple of ball games. Offensively, it's gone completely dead. And that offensive coordinator, I was bragging on so much in the early of the year because everything he had designed and they executed, the play selection, everything was unbelievable. It's like they've geared it all back.
Right.
Did they gear it all back because maybe they don't trust the quarterback? Maybe he is injured. We don't know. But to win a championship, you can't go in there not to lose. You got to go in there trying to win the football game. He's got to open up that offense. Well, and if he can't execute it, put somebody there who can execute the offense.
But the tight end was hurt this last game, wasn't he?
He's still out.
Yeah.
He was out there for warm-ups. Then he went right over to a bike and rode the bike.
He's not playing now.
If
they can get him back, I think he was a huge.
If you dress out and you run over and get on the bike, I don't think you're playing.
Right.
I think he's out. I think he's out.
That's what I've seen.
Yeah, I think he's out. We got a lot of guys back that we had out.
Overton's
true. I think he is back. Don't hold me on that. Yeah. I do think he's back. But there's people definitely back. And I was told, and I don't know if it's true or not, that open week, they really didn't do much at all. And then I think they went back to work on Friday.
Yeah.
Which I get it. You want to get them healthy. They should be quicker and faster and all that. But I can't wait. Friday, I can't wait to see what we got, how we respond.
You went out. You're national champions.
And you know what? It's been done.
Yeah. It was done
I will say this. After last year, the perfect example, except their roster's a bit different than everybody else's. They lost to Michigan. The coach looked like he's on a stroke out on the side. Looked like he's dead man walking. It was terrible. And then they turned around and had the greatest run. They won, 4 games in a row against ranked teams.
Yeah.
That's never happened before. It's going to happen again this year, too, because somebody's going to win it, and they're going to have to play all those teams. So it can happen. As funny and crazy as it sounds, but the offense has got to play.
Yeah.
If it plays like it's been playing, they're going to be coming home Friday night. So we'll see. We'll see how it works out. Is it Georgia? And how we're going to do it Friday. Pick out everybody, our little selection, and see how it works out. All right, let's take a break. We get back. We'll talk a little bit about the Auburn Tigers. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Can I talk about some people? Get out to J. Michael's Restaurant, the best seafood, ice cold beer, the legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. They're open today. Black beans and rice is a special with a quesadilla. Go check it out. But they got pork chops, they got burgers, they got wings, they got steaks, they got everything. But they're known for their seafood. Their seafood's incredible. Ice cold beer, the legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. I'll be there about 11 o'clock. Come by and say hello. Also, don't forget about a great restaurant over in town, Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven. Pat Pernos is a city commissioner, does an incredible job with that. His restaurant's second to none. Customer service is unbelievable. You want to go watch Troy play tonight in their bowl game, Jacksonville State? Go there and watch it. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. Go check it out. We think you'll love it. If you're having a big party this weekend at your house to watch all the games, call Pat, tell him the number of wings you want or what else you want. Just go pick it up. People do that a lot because the food is the best. That is Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven. I know where I'm going to be Saturday morning at 11 o'clock for the Texas A&M Miami game. Maybe my buddy Jason will show up. I'm begging to come and pay. Get there at that Cajun place. 50-cent wings, $5 pitchers when the games are being played. A lot of people can go Friday night and watch the game, wear your school colors, but then Saturday, 3 games in a row. You got the big one, I think, at 11 o'clock kickoff, Miami at A&M. That's the game I'm going to be watching at the Cajun Place. But stay there. The next game's Ole Miss Tulane. And that night game, I don't care less. I'll be honest with you. I could care less about watching James Madison. As a matter of fact, I'm not even going to watch it. James Madison playing Oregon, I think that's a big mismatch. I don't even care if it's a close game. I just don't care about watching Cinderella.
It won't be.
Go watch the games at Cajun Place. You'll be glad you did. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. It's the Rich Eisen Show.
With the Kansas City Chiefs not making the playoffs, first time in the Mahomes era, you're going to miss them. You're going to miss the buzz. You're going to miss the pizzazz. You're going to miss Mahomes versus fill in the blank. You're going to miss Mahomes versus fill in the blank with no time left. The AFC playoffs will have less juice to it without the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes.
The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 11 to 2. ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Tuesday. For this afternoon and evening, clear skies and a high of 61 with a light breeze at 7 miles per hour out of the east-northeast. Tonight, some clouds with lows around 48. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with a light breeze and a temperature near 66. Moving into Thursday, about the same with a high of 69 and lightly sprinkling and mostly cloudy. This forecast is sponsored by Midsat Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
When it comes to backyard dreams, trust the name that's been making waves for over 65 years. Cox Pools. Serving the entire Florida Panhandle, Cox Pools brings experience, innovation, and quality to every custom pool design. From luxurious spas to resort-style pools, no vision is too big. Make your backyard the place to be with Cox Pools. Cox Pools, 65 years strong and still making a splash. Visit coxpools.com or call 850-235-7957.
Medicare's annual enrollment period is the one time each year for people to review their coverage and ensure it still works for them. Premiums, prescriptions, and provider networks can shift from year to year. With more, here's Blake Amos, Medicare expert with HealthSpring.
Medicare enrollment is an important opportunity to make sure your plan still matches your health and budget needs. Even if you are satisfied with your current coverage, it's smart to check for updates so you are not caught off guard by unexpected costs or limited access.
The Medicare annual enrollment period runs through December 7th. It's a time for people with original Medicare to consider supplemental coverage or explore Medicare Advantage plans. It's important to research and understand these different options to find the right fit.
When comparing plans, look closely at monthly premiums, deductibles, and which prescriptions are covered. Also, check that your doctors and hospitals are in network. Taking the time to compare options now helps avoid costly surprises later.
To learn more about Medicare annual enrollment, visit healthspring.com.
Better buckle up, Buttercup. There are no participation trophies here, just pure sports. The Coach James Hale Show live from the Jane Michaels Studios.
Gen Z snowflakes.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Whoa! Eagle! Hey, Martha, Kenny, Jane, Jenna. This guy's complaining he didn't win. What's he complaining about? I didn't win. Oh, he tried to call in and be the 10th caller.
Mm-hmm.
I had both
Talk
lines.
to Wildcat.
Both lines were open, man.
Talk to Wildcat. He controls that.
Unlike Michigan, we don't rig stuff around here.
I don't control that.
Call Wildcat. Anyway, we're back live, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Thank you so much for listening today. Appreciate you guys so much. Hope you have a wonderful Christmas, Happy New Year, and all that wonderful things. Auburn, couple questions to my experts. Before I get into this, we've had now 12 players out the door, 12 of them.
At Auburn?
At Auburn, 12 so far. That's what I'm saying. You don't know from year to year who's going to be good. All this, Alabama's recruiting class is unbelievable. They did better than I thought they would do, depending on what service you look at. One of them, they're number one at USC. Great job. Y'all did a great job. What's it matter? Nothing.
Nothing.
In the old days, we used to get so excited about signing days. Auburn was way back in recruiting compared to these other schools because they just got a brand new coach. But that doesn't mean anything. They're going to be able to go 12 slots, transfer players. I believe in their coach. I'm excited about the football coach at Auburn. But let's look at some of the people. Not all of them, but some of the people are losing. To me, losing Simmons, that's a big deal. The wide receiver, I like him. I think he has outstanding talent. Thompson, another, I think he was a 4 or 5-star. I think one service he was a 5-star coming out of high school. Big-time ball player. Another 5-star Auburn's losing is quarterback Arnold. Guess what? What did he do?
Nothing.
Was that what cost Hugh Freeze's job?
In my opinion, yes.
The cumulative not being able to find a quarterback, of course, yeah.
And that was his responsibility.
And the thing is, it wasn't just a handful of games. It was a full season and 3/4. I mean, yeah.
They were only one of 2 teams that only gave up 24 points in every game this year.
Their defense is outstanding.
It was outstanding.
Yeah.
And they were 3-5 at that point.
Right.
That's just shocking.
But look, too, not only with Hugh Freeze, all the things. You know, Southern Mississippi was open, and he didn't get it.
Yeah.
They went Blake Anderson. That kind of tells you something. He graduated from Southern Mississippi.
Right.
But let's go back to Auburn. When he got fired and they let Nix call the plays, what happened? The offense is 100 times better. 100 times better.
Right. So much for being the quarterback whisperer.
Yeah.
The quarterback guru.
How did he win at Ole Miss? Think back about the NIL in the old days.
Money, 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 money.
Ole Miss.
Before there was NIL.
I will never forget, because I remember the kid from Lakes, I think it was Lake City.
Lake City, Columbia.
Yes, sir. Everybody in the country wanted him. I listened to Florida coaches. I listened to Alabama coaches. I listened to Georgia coaches coming through recruiting. And what they were telling me, I was like, wow. Because I said, hey, I played at Southern. I coached there. I said, how is this happening? And they were telling me, I said, you got to be kidding. He goes, you wait. Sooner or later.
Was that the offensive lineman?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeremy Tunsil.
Yeah, the one
Jeremy
that
Tunsil.
Got a house.
NFL draft night at a bong ripping it.
Gas mask.
How does Ole Miss get all these unbelievable players? And they were telling me how. And
Robert Kimdichie.
And then it happened.
And then the safety Connor, I believe, was a 5-star.
Yeah.
That one was a weird one.
This is back before NIL.
No, I know,
This is before NIL.
And he did a weird interview because he hadn't visited Ole Miss yet. And they said, what do you like about Ole Miss? He said, I love the campus. I love the teachers, everybody I met.
Let me read this paper they gave me.
There.
Unbelievable. That's what I'm saying. Ole Miss, Tommy Tuberville said he wasn't leaving. He leaves and goes to Auburn. Auburn's a lot better job. Lane Kiffin had an opportunity to go to Auburn and didn't go. That just showed you that they got all the old money there to get on board and give him that NIL money that he needed. And Ole Miss has got some money now. That's obvious they got money. And they made that into a great thing. Now, he couldn't turn down LSU. I was surprised. I was shocked, to be honest with you, he didn't take the Auburn job. Because it's not even close, Auburn and Ole Miss. Right. It's not even on the same page. Auburn's a elite job. Now, some of the other great players, they lost a running back. They've lost, who was it? I want to talk. Wheatland, a linebacker. They lost the offensive lineman, Carter, Edwin. And they lost some really good, another DB. The running back Fields, they lost him. So they've lost 12 so far. So don't freak out. I know it sounds bad, looks bad, but he's just going to go get 12 players somewhere else that can play that want to be at Auburn.
As long as you keep the Cam Colemans
let's talk about Cam Coleman. We know who all wants him. Ohio State's
everybody,
one of them. Alabama would love to have him. I'm saying go hire Nix and do kind of like Florida's doing. Go hire assistant coaches that have great players, got great relationship with certain players. They'll not only will the coach come, that great player will come. That's what's happening now in college football. That's the newest thing. They've always kind of done that. But if I'm Alabama, you just lost your wide receiver coach. The first guy I'd call would be Nix at Auburn. Come coach with us. Bring this guy, bring this guy, bring this guy.
If I was Ole Miss, I'd be going after him hard.
Yeah.
And you just lost your offense coordinator at LSU. I mean, bring him down. Let's go.
No doubt. And I think the reason he didn't get the Southern Mississippi job, we just can't pay much.
Yeah.
He's probably making more money at Auburn than he would being a head coach at Southern Mississippi. All right, my question to both you experts. I've watched Golish at South Florida, did an unbelievable job when he went into Tuscaloosa. They had us on the ropes for a while, man. We pulled away at the end. This was when Saban was coaching. We go down to South Florida, and we were fortunate to win that football game. They outplayed us, they outcoached us, they outhustled us. They did a better job than we did. They didn't have the players we had.
Right, no.
This guy can coach, man. I watched him at Tennessee spread the field out and beat Saban and score 50-something points on him when he was the OC at Tennessee. I think they did a great job. It doesn't happen to you. It happens for you. Summerall didn't want the Auburn job. They wanted him. That was their first choice. He goes to Florida, and now this guy they got. I think it's great. Can he bring Auburn back to the glory days? Will he? You're going to non-conference games. That's going to be difficult. You got to play somebody from the Big Ten, which I hope they do away with that. What's going to happen?
I think he'll do better than the last two versions for sure. I just think he's a real coach. I think Hugh Freeze, I don't know, he just didn't light my fire at all.
Yeah,
he's kind of a kind of know how we wanted Ole Miss. We kind of cataloged that a couple minutes ago. I think Golis is going to do very well. Will they beat Alabama consistently? I don't know. That remains to be seen. We'll see. I don't know. But I think he's going to do a good job. I think he's a good coach.
Does he bring him back? And to what level?
I think he brings him back to that 9-10 win level. I just don't know if I see him with as tough as the SEC is, winning SEC titles, winning national championships, because that's a whole different level there. Right. I mean, you still got Kirby at Alabama. I mean, at Georgia. I mean, you got LSU, Lane Kiffin now. You got Florida with a new coach. I mean,
Texas, A&M.
Texas is always going to be good. A&M's, in the top 5. Tennessee. Get him out of there.
Buddy.
Overrated. But there's just such a tough road in the SEC right now. I mean, I think he's going to do well. I think he's a great fit for that their personality, how they want to play. Hiram Durkin's going to be good. And if they can get their NIL as good as it's been, they have one of the top 10 rosters in all of college football right now. So I think they're kind of going to be where they were with Gus Malzahn. Every 2-3 years, they're going to beat Alabama. They're going to be in that conversation to get into the playoffs. They can make a run, but do I see them as a top 3 program in the SEC? I just don't see it.
I think every fan base, especially the ones we're talking, the Alabamas, the Georgias, the Auburns, the Floridas, LSU, they'll pull the trigger in a heartbeat on their coaches. You got to sit back and look. It's not going to be that way anymore.
No.
There's 8. We used to have 8 cupcakes. 8 cupcakes, or at least 3. Now we're going to have maybe 1.
Yeah.
Maybe 1. And I don't care who you are, where you coach at. Go look at the NFL. You got the greatest coaches in the world coaching the NFL. Look at their records. You have a good team that's 8-5, 7-6, because it's so close.
Look at the Chiefs. They're missing the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
They ain't going to the playoffs.
These 12-0 years are gone.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you're stealing my thunder here, but you look at who's left in the playoffs, in college football playoffs. How many teams are undefeated? 1.
Yeah.
1 team.
1. And the rest, and you got all the way from 0 to 3 losses. People have to get this. We got to go undefeated out of there. That's not going to happen.
Gone,
it's just not.
buried.
It's not. You play 15, 16, that ain't going to happen.
But I do think they have to revamp the committee or do away with it, because we want to see these big time out of conference.
12 best teams.
Well, we want to see big time out of conference matchups, and what their message this year, those games didn't matter. Wins matter more than who you played, and
it always has been,
and it has been. But I mean, I think that's a terrible message, because now we're going to see more Southeast Louisiana's versus LSU in the first week of the season instead of Ohio State, Texas, Ohio State, Alabama.
Hey, you know what? They went. I got to give Texas credit. They went on the road to Columbus, Ohio, the defending national champs. And they played well and got beat. They would have played Texas Tech and won the game. They're in the playoffs.
Right.
They're in the playoffs. They got penalized where nobody wants to play them, and they went and did it, and they got penalized.
And I wasn't a fan of the committee this year. I mean, I think they did a lot of things. And it wasn't maybe that they didn't get it right, but having Notre Dame ahead of Miami for 4 weeks, like, if you thought they were better than Notre Dame, they should have been ahead of them, not the last week when they didn't play.
Every year they do what they want to do in the very end. We know everything involved in anything. There's politics and everything.
Right.
Everything we do, there's politics. Look at Wildcat. He's giving me that look now. I got to do what he wants.
If they want to have an update show, that's fine. They should be one ranking, and that's after all the games are done. Quit doing this.
But they're going to have them because people watch them.
Oh, it's moneymaker for them.
Everything's about money.
Yeah.
They don't care about the kids' safety. They talk about the safety. They're making them play all these ball games. Come on, man.
17 games now, 16 possibly, and you're traveling to neutral sites in the last 2 or 3 of them. So.
Come on. Hey, Wildcat, let's talk about now. We got to get some jewelry. We got to get some Christmas gifts. Where are we going?
I'm telling you where to go. If you need some Christmas cash, take your old gold, old silver jewelry to David Adams and Designer Jewelry. They'll give you cold hard cash for that jewelry, or you can trade it in for a brand new piece of one-of-a-kind jewelry. Also get your present jewelry cleaned and inspected. Get a new battery for your watch for the new year. They do it all right there at David Adams and Designer Jewelry, 830 Highway 77 in Lynn Haven.
Keyword there is in Lynn Haven. Get out to Beefro Braze in Lynn Haven. Get out to Cajun Place in Panama City Beach. Go see Dr. Ward if it doesn't look right, feel right. Skin cancer can be deadly. All it takes is 5 minutes. You're listening right now. There's an office near you. Go
Early
check
detection is the key.
It's the key, baby. Bend over. Cough. We're right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Dan Patrick Show.
Yeah, even Seattle. Like, I'm still not sure. They could have lost to a grandpa. And I'm watching the game, and look, if Phillip Rivers came on the show, I would say, I think my arm might be stronger than yours. And he would probably agree. But he did okay.
It's the Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings from 9 till 11. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Your goals matter, and at Anytime Fitness Panama City, they're ready to help you crush them. With expert coaching, personal training, and virtual workouts through the Anytime Fitness app, you'll have all the support you need inside the club and beyond. Limited time only. Join today for just $1 down and start your fitness journey now. Don't wait. Visit 107 West 23rd Street, Suite W8, or call 850-818-8184. Anytime Fitness. Let's make healthy happen.
Looking for the most romantic night out in Panama City? Ferrucci Ristorante is your destination for authentic Italian cuisine and unforgettable moments. The candlelight, the wine, the homemade pasta. It's like a little slice of Italy. From handcrafted sauces to centuries-old recipes, Ferrucci brings true Italian flavor to every plate. It's where love stories begin and anniversaries are celebrated. To reserve your table, call 850-913-9131. Ferrucci Ristorante, Panama City's most romantic escape.
If you spend any time at all in your yard, you're going to encounter fire ants.
We know they can ruin a party. That's why we're this area's experts at fire ant elimination.
As your certified top choice professional, we will rid your yard of these unwanted invaders. Brock Pest is so sure they will get rid of fire ants that they offer a 1-year guarantee.
Enjoy your yard fire ant free. We guarantee it. Give us a call for your free consultation.
Brock Lawn and Pest Control, our family protecting yours since 1968.
Stay out of his lane and stay off his yard.
Believe me, this man is a menace. He's always drinking, starting fights.
The Coach James Hale Show live from the J. Michaels Studios.
Don't turn it off!
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Be the next caller and you will win. What do you get? You get to talk to us. You can be a winner.
That's right.
Give us a call, 215-6290.
Don't do that to me.
Jeremy Pruitt. I love Jeremy. He's a great guy. He coached high school football, played Alabama, and he was defensive coordinator at Georgia, FSU, Alabama. And we all know he got in trouble as a head football coach at Tennessee for cheeseburgers and helping the kid out, pay apartment bill and things like that. Everything more or less now is legal. He was doing, and we're not talking some of the other things that we've seen happen in the SEC and the Big Ten. And I'm glad. I'm happy for him. He is suing the NCAA. He was awarded injunction against the NCAA by a judge where he grew up, in the same county he grew up in the great state of Alabama. We got a caller? What happened?
No, people think we're still giving away our prize we gave away.
We did. Their prize was to talk to these two gentlemen here. They hung up.
That's why they hung up.
They said, hell with that.
Right.
I want the gift.
Yeah, we want freestyle.
Well, I want that. Who was it? Did he give a name?
No.
Julie.
He just hung up. He just hung up on me. That's all.
Was he mad at you?
No.
Oh, okay. That's a good trick. I'll do that more often. Yeah.
Trick him into calling in.
Anyway, he was smart that he did it where he grew up. I think his dad coached there. I think he coached. I think he played.
So what does this allow him to now do?
He's back in the saddle. He can coach, and they awarded it. Now he's suing him for $100 million. Now this is not the money end of the deal. This is just getting back and having a job, and the more or less the NCAA has no power. This is like
Don't get
go play. If you want to play another year, just go play them. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
I mean, look what's going on now. They have no power. They have no.
Basically, they say, no, don't do that. And then you say, okay, we're taking you to court. They're like, okay, you can do that.
Give us $30 million and you're good to go.
Now, Jacksonville State hired him as a defensive analyst in a small position, small salary, everything else. And they had to get it okayed through the NCAA also. And I'm not sure how that worked. But now this lawsuit is ongoing. He has won it. He will be back coaching. I'd love to see him back coaching at the University of Alabama. Heck, I'd love to see him coaching anywhere he wants to go. He's a really Good man.
He's a good guy. We met him at Arnold. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Imagine him as that defense coordinator. Womack hasn't been overly impressive in my opinion. I just don't like the style of defense they run. But Pruitt was highly successful there. And to me, if you match him with Grubb and kind of their offensive philosophy, I think that would be a home run.
There's no doubt. I'm telling you, people in Alabama love that man.
Yeah.
So we shall see how the $100 million lawsuit about the NCAA did. That one, I don't know. That's going to be hard to win.
If he's allowed to coach, he may want to drop that one, and he might not get a job with that hanging over his head. You know what I mean? So we'll see.
And then again, if you win it,
right, you don't need a coach.
Yeah,
by your own
say
team.
That, but whoever's going to get the Michigan job is going to be
Jimbo Fisher to Michigan. How about that?
That'd be. Hey, you know what? I'm all for giving Jimbo another chance. Let him coach. I think he's a good football coach. The way he left FSU made those people upset. But would you rather have him now or what you got?
I think FSU fans would take Jimbo.
Yeah.
At 9.
And you wouldn't have to pay him. Hardly. He's making $7.5 million a year.
We joked about that months ago, but really, economically, it makes sense. It does. It really does.
Right. Him and Franklin made sense. You know, those two are getting buyouts from other schools, so you get a discount on either one.
Y'all gonna think I'm crazy. I was hoping that Coach O would get another head job, either at Tulane, Southern Mississippi, a smaller school. But honestly, you make a great point. I don't know if it was you or Jim, one of you made a great point. When you go out and do these radio interviews or podcasts, whatever it is, and you say this is what we used to do in the old day, things like that probably he knows what he's talking about. He's got more experience in this than I do. Right. I'm not cutting him down. I love him. I think he's a great coach. I think he's a great guy. But to me, if I'm going to get back to being a head coach again, I don't think I'd be out there saying, well, we used to do this, we used to do that.
I don't think Sankey's too happy about that comment now. I mean, he went on busting with the boys if you'd never heard of it, and he said the only difference between NIL now, because when he interviewed for the job, they said, we don't think he has the knowledge of NIL. And he said, let me tell you something. The only difference between NIL now and the old days back in the SEC is the bag man comes through the front door. And that was his comment, and not a good look for the SEC over the time period. Most people knew what was going on back then. Just keep your mouth shut, make them prove it.
Yeah. And again, I think he's good for college football. I think kids that played for him loved him. He's a heck of a recruiter, as you just pointed out. Heck of a recruiter. I think he's a good man, and I'd like to see him back coaching again. But again, I'm with you. I wouldn't say anything.
I'd make him a defensive line coach and let him work his way up if he really wants to get back into coaching, because that's where his forte was, and that's where he was highly successful. Yeah. He's a good motivator. Guys would run through a wall for him, and on the defensive line, you need to nudge him a little bit, be a little hard on him to get the most out of him. So,
who's Indiana's head football coach right now?
Signetti.
Where does he coach?
James
one
Madison.
Time? No,
James Madison.
Alabama.
Go back, Alabama. Who did he work for?
Nick Saban.
This is what Nick Saban paid him. This just shows you how crazy money is now. You got to go back to 2007. He was making as a wide receiver coach. At that time, though, that was a lot of money. $170,000.
Dan Lanning was on that staff, too, I believe.
Oh, they had 15 guys that were on. That staff they had that year in 2015 is probably the greatest college football staff of all time, because they're all head coaches now in college.
Very successful.
Go to 2009, his salary bumps up to $200,000. 2010, he's making $250,000. You go to 2011, he's now a head coach, and I forgot the name of the university. He's making $125,000. He took a pay cut to go become a head coach. But listen, he made the right choice.
Yeah.
He goes to James Madison. In 2022, he's making $425,000. 2023 bumps up to $677,000. Indiana, 2024, he's making $4.5 million.
Wait for it.
2025, he's making base salary, $11.6 million a year.
$90 million, $60 million guaranteed. Welcome to the.
And you want to know why he's not leaving? You know what? He is the Bear Bryant of Indiana football. What? Seriously, I think back about Indiana football. When I was watching that Big Ten championship game, I said, "What in the heck? What has happened?" He said, "They're the Vandy. They remind me of Vandy. And look at Vandy.
Yeah,
look at Vandy. They lost 2 games.
NIL. In transfer portal.
So Indiana basketball must have had plenty of money back in the day, because they are the national brand in basketball. So if you got money for one sport, it looks like you have money for other sports, and that kind of proves this with Indiana.
Right. I mean, they got some billionaire boosters. Mark Cuban's one of them, so he's got unlimited funds. Some of these guys get older. They want, they got college pride. It's probably a tax write-off at some point if they got good lawyers. So,
yeah.
I mean, we even heard about Troy Aikman giving money to UCLA. I think he gave some to Dante Moore, and he said he'll never do it again. But, if you got a couple big-time boosters that are fully invested in any sport that you're trying to coach at, those jobs are super attractive right now. And they may not be your Alabama's, Georgia's. We see it with Indiana. You see teams like A&M now, Oregon, Texas Tech. I mean, that's a good one too. I mean, you can buy players now, and if you got a couple boosters that are willing to throw that money down the drain and not really need a return on their investment, those are teams that are very attractive to coaches right now.
I said all that to get to where I'm going. I had guy's a pretty successful guy, big Bama guy, Panhandle, and he's like, this is the guy we need to get. He coached for Nick. He knows Alabama. He ain't coming. Why would you leave where you're Bear Bryant, where you proved you can play for a national championship, and you want to go to Alabama where you lose 2 games, 3 games, and everybody wants you out the door?
Yeah, zero pressure at Indiana.
That's what I'm saying. So
they're going to build a statue just from what he's done now, today.
Right.
And that's with not winning a national championship.
Am I wrong like what I'm thinking?
I don't think so, because he's got all the money in the world now. I mean, they can't make him more money. I mean, he's got NIL. He's number 1 in the country.
Yeah. So even if you go to Ohio State, and he's more of a Midwestern guy, Ohio State, so what? You ain't Woody Hayes, you ain't Urban Meyer, and you ain't going to win. You got to win almost 250 games to even get close to Woody.
Plus, how many coaches won national championships? There are like 7. I mean, every guy that's gone up there normally has won a national championship.
And they're going to fire you. You go 10-2, they'll fire you.
You will get fired. He is Indiana football. There's no pass. It's like, look back in the Lee Corso. Lee Corso was winning 6 or 7 games a year, and that's one of their best coaches in the history.
He's their legend.
Yeah. I mean, this guy's transformed Indiana football into what Indiana basketball used to be, and it's his program. It's his doing. He owns 100% of it. He's getting paid $10-12 million a year. He's got escalators to make him the highest paid coach in college football.
Why leave? And that's why I get at DeBoer. And again, I want him to stay, but he's got to look at this Michigan job. You got to win 7 national championships to get even near the guy that sits up there and watches it with his wife every Saturday.
Yeah.
Saban walks in the stadium. He's the god. And his wife, his daughter. Nobody even looks at DeBoer and his. I don't know who his family. I wouldn't recognize his wife or family if they walked in the door.
I've never. I don't think I've ever seen her.
That's the reason. It's not a dislike him. I want him to coach. I think he does a good job. I hope he stays. But I don't blame the man if he goes to Michigan.
Yeah, and I'm on board with you about giving him a raise or something crazy just to keep him. I wouldn't do it, because there's other coaches out there that would be very attractive, and they would want to come to Alabama.
All right, we get back. I got to ask these guys a couple more things. I saw this and I looked at it and I said, I'm going to share this and we'll talk about this today. But right now, let's talk about some of our wonderful people. I love Steve Bertishaw. You're talking about a legendary coach, swim coach at Mosley High School, does an incredible job. You can't get more local than this. You run a business since 1979 and you're still open. You're doing something right. Something really outstanding. Where are we talking about? Steve's Bike Shop. Christmas is coming up. They got every kind of bike you can think of. They got electrical bikes. They're kind of taking over the world, seems like. They got new one, they got used, and they'll deal with you. They work on bikes. They can do anything you need. Okay, they got helmets. They got everything you can think of. Where are they located? On 23rd Street, right across the street from Sam's. Again, you got 6 days, 7 days of Christmas to get your shopping done?
To get your done, 8 days.
8 days, technically, to get done. Yeah, Steve's Bike Shop. Go check it out. You'll be glad you did. You're looking for a roof. Kyle Vandergriff. Yeah, the Vandergriff family's incredible. Love the mother, his dad. Legendary people. But Kyle's done a great job. He's made a name for himself. You're looking for a roof, go look at Vandy Roof, and you'll be glad you did. I love Patrick. Listen to Patrick every Monday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Turpo Pest Control. You want that yard to look like a golf course? He can make it happen. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Panhandle never stops. Turn to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast.
Up to the minute weather reports all day long.
A chance of thunderstorms and moderate rain.
In-depth storm coverage.
Winter Storm Enzo.
And breaking weather as it happens.
Hurricane Helene.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
We do have a tropical storm warning.
Rely on it.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Tuesday. For this afternoon and evening, clear skies and a high of 61 with a light breeze at 7 miles per hour out of the east-northeast. Tonight, some clouds with lows around 48. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with a light breeze and a temperature near 66. Moving into Thursday, about the same with a high of 69 and lightly sprinkling and mostly cloudy. This forecast is sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Toyotathon is on at Panama City Toyota, where you can get 1.99% APR on a new Camry and get $500 in holiday cash. Get 3.49% APR on a new Corolla and get $500 in holiday cash. Get 1.99% on a new Tacoma, plus $1,000 in holiday cash. And 1.99% on a new Tundra, plus you'll get $1,000 in holiday cash. Shake up your holidays at Toyotathon.
Offers expire January 5th. Visit PanamaCityToyota.com for details.
Tired of boring merch and want your brand to stand out like the big names? Elevate your look with Red 7 Tees. They don't just print shirts, they create bold identities. They are a veteran-owned custom apparel shop providing the kind of detail that turns heads, using high-quality digital printing and embroidery to give you that unique style you love with no minimums or cookie-cutter designs. From small business to sports teams, if you've got a vision, they'll help you wear it proudly. Visit red7tees.com.
Ask for special ESPN Northwest Florida pricing.
He's a beacon of light to many and an inspiration to all. The Coach James Hale Show.
Pro gun, pro flag, and pro peace shot.
Live from the Jane Michaels Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Thank you so much for listening today. Be the first caller. No, I won't do that to you again. I got you last time.
You do that again, make you come back there and answer the phone.
I know. I said they didn't listen to it. They just started dialing. I said,
as soon as you
get
say
to talk to us,
the first or 10th caller, they're on there, man.
Well, we appreciate them listening. All right.
Congratulations to our winners, by the way. And you can also listen to the Sports Blitz this afternoon, 4 to 6. They're going to do it all over again.
Tell everybody who won yesterday. I love her.
Susan and
Lane.
Les Lane.
Yes.
Susan and Les.
They listen to us all the time. They're from Georgia. Big Bulldog fans. Appreciate them listening all the time.
They were fun.
And also Richard Sanders, the legend. And Bay County's giving back to Richard. They're going to honor him on December 31st, his last official act. And it's a great honor. The dropping of the ball at Pier Park. He beat me out. You know, I came in second in that. I was the second one. If they wouldn't have picked him, I was the next guy on the line. As far as you know.
Yeah, as far as you know.
As far as you know.
As far as you wish.
You wished. Anyway, guys, I saw this and I thought, thinking about it, I thought, well, this is a great statement. And they're right. There's no way. Let's go back to August, go back to September, June, whatever. Go back as far as you want to go. Did you ever in your lifetime think these things would happen? We'll start at their number one. James Franklin is now the head football coach at Virginia Tech.
No.
I'm the idiot that said, watch out. Michigan won it. Ohio State won it. Penn State had a great year last year. They got people coming back. This could be the year Penn State does it.
Not so much.
Not so much, my friend. He is now the head coach at Virginia Tech.
But I'll say this: nobody envisioned that they would completely miss the playoffs, completely implode, and that thing go off the reservation. Because James Franklin is a solid coach. You know, there's a reason he's not beating Ohio State, Michigan. That's because they got top 5 recruiting classes every single year. I mean, they're playing more talented teams, but nobody envisioned that. Like, I thought they'd be a playoff team, and
were
they
you
maybe
surprised? Like, I don't know if he was waiting on Florida State. I don't know what jobs he was waiting on. Were you surprised he wound up at Virginia Tech? Now, this kind of guy, they just had a big booster give $20 million for NIL, so that's a good thing. Good things are happening there. But I thought he would be at a bigger name school.
I was shocked at first because I was thinking, the NIL is the most important thing of a program right now, because if you don't have that, you're not going to get players. But now that I've seen he's stolen a lot of the Penn State commitments that he had there, that class is largely going to Virginia Tech. They got some boosters that are stepping up money-wise. So he obviously had some, conversations behind the scenes based on NIL and what they were going to commit to. Now, I did think Florida State was a perfect fit for him. Florida State, unfortunately, and I hate to say this for their fans, you shouldn't be thinking about national championships right now. You should be thinking about getting to 8-4, 9-3, and then getting into the playoffs and trying for a national championship, because that next step is just as important as being elite. And I just don't see them being close.
Speaking of FSU, well, the last couple of years hurt them as far as the Big Ten wanting them or the SEC. I do think it kind of hurts them.
I do think it shows a much lower floor than what people expected. And if you're a 2-10, 3-9 in the ACC, I don't see that as attractive at all. And if you don't have the money to be able to invest and turn that thing around, what do you bring to the table?
Yeah, and I'll say this again: you can, with the NIL world, you can fall apart quicker. And you can see Alabama fall apart. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. In my lifetime, Auburn has had 5 straight losing seasons. That's unheard of, man.
Especially with the talent they have on that roster.
And how they love football in that place and the money they got. It's crazy. So you can fall apart. Look at Florida State. It can happen to anybody. It can.
A couple bad NIL investments and you're down the drain.
All right, the second one. Did you ever think in your lifetime that you'd see Michigan's head coach not fired, but in prison?
I'm going to say yes.
I know one that deserves to be.
Right.
I say no, but
no, yeah, that's
nobody could predict that. I mean, it's almost like a SNL skit, to be honest. At this point, it's just
what's the deal? Now, I was going at one angle where let's forgive him, let's give him an opportunity. Everybody, and I know this goes on in every profession. And it's happening in college football, and a lot of it's never gotten out there.
Lane Kiffin.
Never gotten out there.
My bad.
Never gotten out there.
Never.
And this did. So I didn't want to see anybody destroyed for life. His family, everything they're going through, this is terrible. Her family. This is bad. There are going to be so many more other people fired over this. And the paper trail with money, you paid somebody $50,000, all of a sudden you go to $90,000. What did she do to deserve a $40,000 raise?
We can't say that on the air.
Yeah.
She must be pretty good at whatever her specialty is. But no, really, that's, to me, it's like hush money.
Of course it is.
They're all going to go down over this thing. You would think. Of course, then again, we thought they were with the cheating scandal, and they didn't.
So we heard about this 7 months ago. We kind of blew it off. We heard about it 3 months ago. We heard about it 3 weeks ago, and everybody laughed, and Michigan had to come out and make a statement, and then all of a sudden they fire him. I think they use this as their get-out-of-jail-free card. If they didn't like where the program was headed, they could pull this out on him.
They lost to Ohio State.
With cause.
They lost to Ohio State.
And they owe him nothing now, and I think it's terrible because look what the reaction and the fallout is. It was way beyond football, and I have empathy for anybody. Now, going over there and threatening people with a knife, all this other stuff, just totally stupid. You just ruined your career. You could have been an offensive line coach or something down the road. Now you're not even hireable.
I want to introduce you to a couple, and they were at the Cajun place, and you didn't show up. They friends with Harbaugh's family.
Yeah.
They're Buckeyes. They love the mother, his father, nothing but great things to say.
Yeah.
Now, both of them, both boys, a little bit different story. Not just one, both. But let me ask you this. Harbaugh, will he ever get what's coming to him for what he's done to Michigan?
It's hard to say. I think for the football stuff, no. But you start talking about embezzling money and stuff. I'll be honest, I haven't heard that part.
Yeah.
Is that true?
If that's true,
this is all rumors now. This is a rumor.
Yeah, I know.
Right
That's
here.
what I said.
It's the same rumor from the same guy that broke the Sharon Moore story. So, and he's got text messages and things that are pretty damning. And audio.
Could this do something to him for as legally?
What can you go? And the reason he left in the middle of the night and left because the NCAA doesn't have any jurisdiction in the NFL.
Well, I'm talking legally, money wise.
I guess
the money didn't go to him though; it went to the players.
Right? Yeah.
So no.
Would they put him in jail? They never put anybody from LSU in jail when all that stuff went down.
Somebody's got to prosecute him. Somebody's got to charge him with something. And if
I don't think
the organization won't charge him.
What he did was tell everybody what we're talking about. What's allegedly?
So allegedly, and this is coming from the same guy that said Terome Moore is going to be fired like months ago, for this reason. And he's got text messages. He's got an audio, but they can't use it because they didn't get consent from the guy saying, that Harbaugh was using these foundations for, child advocacy groups, that they're taking in money, but they're funneling it to the athletic program and to recruits. So dirty stuff. But as you know, most of these coaches, when they're involved in something like this, have that layer of,
Buffer.
separation.
We got buffers.
You got boosters, basically, that do that dirty work for you. And the coaches put their fingers in there and, no, I don't know what's going on. I don't know how we got all these 5 stars at 3 levels of our team. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be very hard. Harbaugh, to me, is the center of all this and the problem. All his guys on staff, 7 of them got arrested. 4 of them have lifetime show causes. He's banned from college football for life. So I don't think the NCAA at this point wants to deal with it. They didn't really deal with it properly. Now, knowing everything that's coming out now and the punishment they got is absolutely laughable.
And go back to what they did to Pruitt for hamburgers and thousands.
Right.
Yeah, it's just like.
How about the Trussell for trinkets and tattoos?
Yeah.
Had to vacate 12 wins.
The biggest one.
And a show cause for 5 years.
Look what they did to Michigan State, vacating wins, bowl bans, and all this. When Central Michigan, they were playing Michigan State when Stallions was on the sidelines, and Michigan State got punished for that game and had to forfeit it to Central Michigan because of an illegal player. That's how stupid it got.
Yeah.
I mean, the NCAA is a complete joke. Why are we even having them govern the sport is one of the modern mysteries. There's a lot of people must be getting handouts in that situation.
Well, we just saw with this lawsuit with Pruitt, they have no power now, it doesn't seem like.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, thanks for listening, Dave. We'll be back tomorrow. Friday, you guys got to come in and pick out your brackets on the National Championship in College Football.
Anytime Fitness today, 3 to 7, free open gym, Max Fit supplements.
We're out, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Mornings on ESPN Northwest Florida just got unsportsmanlike.
Not only are we talking about the Kansas City Chiefs having several significant streaks snapped, we're talking about how this Mahomes injury is going to impact them in 2026 and beyond. It feels like the death of the dynasty as we know it. Are they going to be able to have a second act like we've seen the New